So you can't compare yourself with someone else.
What can you say about that? What means do you have ukuthi thina njengabantu basemakhaya as village people singabi nayo lento yokuthi ama-camp into yabantu aba-rich? Do you think nawe i-camp ukuhambisa umntwana wakho ku-camp is for rich people, is rich kids get away? What do you think of it as wena uzibambele khona, as wena uyi-CEO yakhona? How do you see it?
Our camp is not designed for rich people. In our camp, we use what we have.
Okay.
We currently we are running a farm that we are on lease or on this. So we don't use an expensive things. We luckily we have a partnership. So those partnership make it easy for us. Like for example, Mthunzini Wildlife as Emvelo, they assist us a lot in terms of if we are having programs of environment studies. They will provide with transport. They will take the kids from the camp to Mthunzini and learn some environment study. We also have a partnership with the Kuzumutu farm, which is are doing good in terms of animal farming. They are specializing on goat farming, since goat is going to be taking over from the meat. So if we are having those lessons on animal farm, they voluntarily give the place for the kids, and also give learning for free from to the kids. So our program is not for rich people, or because we have partnership with those people. We also have a partnership with Ndlebenkomo Academy, which is they are doing great in terms of animal farming, agri-science farming. So with this, they make our job much easier, because they come to us if we want to go to them. They give kids transports, and then they give free lesson.
Yeah, I was still going to come to that about these other organizations that are helping you to transport the kids. I was still going to come to it. So now I want to know, Mr. Tolumuti, have you managed to include financially? Have you managed to include us financially? Have you managed since you know us, we are village people and we are not financially okay. You know us, you were also raised here. So how do we awusibeke esithombeni semali? Senze njani imali ikhamba kanjani?
Our economy is very bad. Is very bad. So when we design these programs, we make sure that we accommodate everyone, especially to those young men that are coming from disadvantaged families. Because what we teach these young men is that what are you coming from, it doesn't define your future.
Yes.
So we take kids for free for our program, because we want to empower rural boys. you know, when I grow up, I thought camp are for rich people. So I want to give it to the young men from the rural areas.
To give that experience.
Yeah, to give that experience, because our kids, they are involved in drugs, they are involved in crime.
Exactly.
But when you sit down and then ask yourself, what else they can do without those things, it's because in our community, young men, they must play soccer. If it's not soccer, and then what? So you will find many young men at a young age on the streets because there are less activities that are doing in our rural areas. That's why with this program, we want to take this program to the community, and then we want for these young men from rural areas not to move from rural areas to city or wherever to sing for this program like this. So we want to give them the chance, because when you sit on this camp, you will see there's so much talent and intelligence on rural areas, because when you do bonfire with those young men, and when you ask them what they want to be when they grow up, you will be like wow, coming from the dust, knowing all those things, but it's unfortunate for them, because there is no program that is gonna support that thing that they have. You will have people that are good, but they end up in doing drugs, end up doing alcohol, because what we know is there's those young men that are smart, they just get bored easily. So with this program, we want to profile them and challenge them and make life interesting, because if we are a young man at age of 10 years to 19 years, that is where a problem starts, because the teenage stage and peer pressure, you will see there are people that they want to fit in because they are coming from
Yes.
and then there is a rich kid that is coming to them with alcohol. Not saying that rich kids are always the bad one, but just making
No, we're not saying this.
an example. So he will come with those things, and then they will say, "Come, friend, and try this." And it's unfortunate for now. There's kids are exposed in drugs. So drugs, you only need 1, 2, 3, and then you are addicted. If you go to our village, you will see that thing that we mostly see in the city, where you will see so many young men on the streets with no direction, always wanting drugs, always wanting the next fix. So if this program can be supported, like we are making, like people who got like finances can be supported, we can able to fight crime, because this kid, if are at the farm, they are in the safe place. We can able to fight poverty, because at the farm we teach them farming. You know, with this thing of farming, farming is the only department that is even if you can go to any places, they will tell you there's farming's life, because in order for us to start our day, we need food. So without farmers, there is no food. So we also teach them the skills of farming in the farm. So you see, with this program, we can able even to help our crime states, since our country crime state is very high in terms of robberies, in terms of murder, in terms of rape. You will find that all of this it caused by a demand of drugs, and most of these young men are in drugs because it take a really drug for a young man at age of 16, 17 years to kill someone. So you see, if this program can be supported, we can fight so many social ills with this program.
Yes, please, guys. program, we must support this program. It's for us. We need to utilize Mr. Sithole. I know Wuti, these breaths of yours, Jalo, they are going to say, yalinywa. Ndaba ulima nje asisebenzi. Mhambisa umntanakho. This is going to be of your own good, and naye futhi uzosizakala. Then Sithole, do you think this camp is going to help the single mothers? Because wow, it's about single mothers out there who are struggling to raise a boy child. We are struggling to raise a boy child. We need to be fair, we need to be straight with that. Ukuthi mawumama ingane yomfana in most cases iyakuhlula. So we need to be fair, we need to be straight with that. That's why I'm saying people must utilize uSithole kulento bemsupport ama organizations amakhulu awavele support uSithole, because we are really struggling in raising a boy child. So do you think this is going to help us with absent fathers, us as single parents, because abantu abaningi they are single parents now?
Yeah, this program really help single mothers. What we are doing on this program, it start with these young men that are coming from single mothers or fatherless. We teach them that it must stop with them, because we can preach having thousands of programs that are supporting a single parent or fatherless, but the important thing is to cut the curse. So we teach this young man that if it is unfortunate for you that you are raised by your mom, it must stop with you. So there's this curse will not going on, because in our African now it's like a norm. There's most of young women raising kids alone. For raising a man is very difficult. That's why you need to have a man around. Even if he is not his father, if you do have an uncle at home, he must take in charge, because in our African, if your neighbor's child it's your child. So with this program, single parent they must grab this chance, because we talk a lot about when we're teaching this kid about the fatherless, and then and when they grow up, they must be responsible. They must focus on education, because without education, with this economy, you won't make it. So we teach these young men to focus on education, make money as much as they can, and then they must start building their homes, make sure that they are present in their babies, because some of them when they are raised by single mom, it is very difficult even to be a husband when they are old, because they will thought that since he was raised by mom, so a woman must be strong, even if his wife, because he was raised in that thing. There's a woman must be strong. But if it happened that we are raising a kid, you can bring a boy, you won't regret it.
What's one thing do you think young boys must stop doing?
The important thing they must stop is compare them. They must always be themselves, because God make you as umfanekiso wakhe. So you can't compare yourself with someone else. So the peer pressure is a key. I always tell the boys on the camp that if you're able to master how to manage a peer pressure, that is gonna be a first start of you, and then the next step, whenever you can able to control how you feel, and then it's gonna be a second chance. So for young men out there, they must be always not compare themselves. I know that when you are growing up, we must, like, they will ask you when you are grow older, who is the person that you want to be. But they must always be themselves, able always focus on themselves, and wanted to be a greater person.
Where do you see your camp in 5 years to come?
In 5 years to come,
where do you see Umhlangano?
Yeah, Umhlangano, okay, it's a camp, but it's an academy. We are seeing ourselves a big academy of the boys, with classes, teaching young men, introducing young men into farming, producing farm managers, producing entrepreneur, also introducing people who can assist our country in this economy. We are seeing ourselves a big college for boys.
Okay, I can see that you love kids. Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to yourself now. Personal questions. Your morning routine. What do you do when you wake up? The first thing you do, second thing, and the third. Yeah.
I wake up in the morning. I always do 10 kilometers before I go to work.
I saw that. I saw that. Which we are kitchen my food.
Yeah, I do 10 kilometers before going to work, but sometimes I fail. But I try at least 3 times a week, so that it clear my head, because with running. This is where I find peace. This is where I can able to talk to myself, because no one can interrupt me. So it's just me in the road. So yeah, this one thing that I love and make sure that I will continue doing it.
Okay, if you can play a role or a role in a movie, who would you be? Just in a movie.
In a movie.
Tell me, that's one we wanna have.
I would say if they give me a permission, I'll give them myself. If they give me a permission, I would do it by myself. But anyway, the person that I always look up on him is Denzel Washington. That guy is always give me something to look forward. Coming from that thing, that's he cut his tongue, and then with that rolling talk, he turned out to be an awarding winner. So it's a way that showing the world that sometimes God, when you close this door, he is not shutting every door. It's just like channeling you to a right direction.
Are you in social platforms? Where can we contact you if we wanna reach you? Do you have any office? Please give us your details.
Yeah, we are on Facebook, my personal page, Mina Mpendulo Sithole. We are on Facebook, Umhlangano Youth, NPO. We are on Instagram, Mina Mpendulo Sithole. We are also on Instagram, Umhlangano Youth, NPO. You can inbox us on Facebook. You can use our email address, Umhlangano Youth. You can, if you go there on Facebook, there is our contact number. You can just send us on WhatsApp, and then we'll get back to you. That's how we're gonna get it on social media.
Yeah, guys. We've reached the end of our first episode. This was our first episode. Our guest was the founder and the CEO of Umhlangano Youth Camp, and the CEO and founder of Ubanjeni Gym. Though we've never talked about Ubanjeni Gym now, but please, coming for the first time, subscribe,